7,500 runners are about to hit the streets for the Portland Marathon. They'll be running Sunday under new security in the wake of this year's Boston Marathon bombing. That includes one big change for this year's marathon.
And KATU's Bob High is here with a look at that change and two people running Portland this weekend with vivid memories of what happened in Boston. Bob?
That's right, Steve. Doris and Gary Clancy have some unfinished business. Despite having seen the horror of what happened in Boston, they're here to run again. They feel safe and they know this is one small way for them to make sure terrorism never really wins. It's a race all its own. Runners picking up last-minute items, checking out the latest running gear at the Hilton Hotel in time for Sunday's Portland Marathon. Doris and Gary Clancy are here from Santa Barbara. It's their first marathon since running the Boston Marathon. Doris was just a block from the finish when the bombs went off.
And it was just a beautiful day, and it never even entered my mind that something would happen.
We heard two booms, and then the police came out, and the first thought came out, why would you pick an event like this to do such a thing?
The Portland Marathon learned from Boston. It already had all the post-9/11 security measures of bomb-sniffing dogs and package inspections. One of the biggest changes, communication centers. In the past, the Portland Marathon had only one. This year, there will be three. Boston showed how vulnerable and overwhelmed a single communication center could be in an emergency.
And I'm going to feel very safe out there. I think Gary will feel the same way.
Yeah, never even crossed my mind. And we're up here with a group from Santa Barbara.
Right.
Never even crossed our mind.
Not to come.
That the security is just not an issue to us.
Neither of them finished the marathon in Boston that day. Doris's Boston Marathon warm-up jacket is an outward sign of her dedication to run this time for Boston. A race against terrorism that is really just a never-ending series of finish lines.
And I'm going to be at that finish line no matter what. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to show them that it doesn't matter what they tried to do. The spirit of Americans, athletes, are not going to be defeated.
Which is why the theme for this year's Portland Marathon is Run for Boston. It's still about race times and personal bests, but Steve and Deb, it's also about making sure everybody feels safe about running and racing and the freedom to do that.
Runners are determined people.
They are.
I love their attitude.
Yeah.
Bob, thank you. If you have a story for on-your-side investigators like Bob High, we'd love to hear from you. Send us an email, investigators@katu.com.